Hello everyone. In our last discussion, we talked about random variable and focus on discrete random variable, and also constructing the probability distribution from the discrete random variable. In this session, we will still discuss about the discrete random variable, particularly on binomial probability distribution. Now, let us just start our discussion. A binomial distribution is resulted from an experiment that follows a Bernoulli process. A series of n-independent and identical trials of an experiment is said to have the characteristic of an experiment that follows a Bernoulli process if 1. It has two possible outcomes, where the outcomes are then labeled as success and failure. 2. Each time the trial is repeated, the probabilities of successes and failure remain the same. We will use P to denote the probability of success event and 1 minus P to denote the probability of failure event. So binomial distribution is the probability distribution of the success outcome. Now, let's find out about binomial random variable. A binomial random variable is defined as the number of success achieved in the n trials of Bernoulli process. Example of random experiment that follows a Bernoulli process. The first one is a bank grants or denies a loan to a mortgage applicant. Thus, we define the random variable as number of loan granted, because here we define the success event as the number of loan granted, where the failure event would be the other way around, the number of loan denied, because in a binomial random variable we assume there are two outcomes, success and failure. Another example, an employee travel or does not travel by public transportation. Thus, we define the random variable number of employee traveling with public transportation and the event success travel by public transportation and failure event as employee who does not travel by public transportation. Another example, a drug is either effective or ineffective. We define the random variable as number of drug used is effective, and the success is the number of drug is effective, and the failure is the number of drug is ineffective. So, if we have an experiment that follows a Bernoulli process, it will result to outcomes, success and failure, where the probability of the outcomes will always be the same. If we then construct a probability distribution from the success outcome and its probability, then we will have a binomial probability distribution.